So back and dug some balls out. He was so quick to the rim. I didn't know if we were ever going to shoot a free throw. We were 1 for 1 for the longest time. We got more aggressive, ended up shooting 17 in the second half. And we got on the break in the second half, 11 fast break points. But, every man threw. I think that our depth tonight was the difference in the game. I thought Noach did a great job in there defensively for us, gave us some really good minutes. And I'm really, really thrilled at those guys. It was a great, great win. I shouldn't leave out Jody. He had 5 threes. So, and a few right there when we were teetering about getting, blown out of here. So, great, great win.
Is there any different scheming in the fourth quarter as far as defense, Doug?
Activity. Getting our guys back in. We just didn't have much energy, Bob, and I don't know if it was still because we were away. I don't know. But, to me, it was very reminiscent of the Utah game. We had that first half, we gave Utah 60 points, and then we had a great second half. And I told our guys last night, I said, the Bulls had this team down 72-43 at half last night. And we let them get going. This is a very, very skilled team. They can score from a lot of different positions. Heinrich always scares me. That guy always has terrific games. But, Josh Smith throws up a 30-point night. But we were able to withstand it. I thought Dre did a wonderful job, and he and Noach, when they played against Joe Johnson, he was 6 for 15 when we gave him 2 free throws. So, wonderful, wonderful win.
It seemed like the run started late in the third.
It did. Well, Lou, we went for some 2-for-1 possessions. He had a 3, and then he came out and pump faked and got to the line. He shot our 3 free throws. That was our second, third, and fourth free throws of the night. And when he's going like that, I'm going to try to go to him. And he's really good at that 2-for-1 situation for us. The other night, we did it somewhere. He got his 5 quick points at the end of the half. He's got a great feel for that. But our energy level picked up. When Jody hits threes, it excites our team. And I told our guys after the game, we got Dre in there playing with tendonitis in his knee. We got EB with 2 bad hands. And for those guys to be out there and give us what they do every night, EB with 11 rebounds. We had 7 guys in double figures. 22 assists, only 6 turnovers. That's damn good basketball.
You're 2.5 games behind them with 11 to play, I guess. It would take a good surge down the stretch to catch them.
They're home. We got 7 home games left. Home has been good to us. And that's why this win was so big tonight. We got to go to Miami. Our road games are going to be a beast. We got to go to Miami. We got to go to Chicago. We got to go to Boston. We got to go to Milwaukee. And every one of those teams are fighting for something. Seeding, either first seed, Miami moving up. Who's going to have the home court in the second round in the playoffs? Boston or Miami or Chicago, whoever. And so all those games are going to be incredibly meaningful to those teams. They're going to be tough games.
Stay mindful between the balance between wanting to finish strong and get the best seed you can, and also be mindful of guys' health.
I want to win every game. I want to win every game. And you know what? I think Charlotte was losing tonight to Indiana. I think that gives them 42 losses. That holds. We have the tiebreaker, 43. So, we get 1 more, 2 more wins, all of a sudden you get them out of the mix. All of a sudden you hope teams start dropping out of the race. And right now I still feel there's 4 teams fighting for 2 spots, and we got to keep playing.
Did you kind of look at this as a game as far as trying to get that 5th spot?
Well, we knew if we had any chance to move up, this was a huge game. It's a 2-game swing. Give them a loss and we stay at 34, so we're 2 behind them in the loss column. And I don't know what I think the tiebreaker is what first is division record, then head-to-head or something. I know now we're 2-2 with them. Actually, if you think about it, we played them well twice in Atlanta and let one get away from us. And the second game of the season here, they jumped all over us. Then we fought back and had a chance late in the game. So I think our guys have confidence playing Atlanta. I think they feel like that we can beat them.
Are you concerned about Andre? It looked like he was laboring.
Yeah, a little bit, but I'm just going to keep loving him, showing him the love. And, it's that time of the year, Andy. Everybody's beat up. The doctors have talked to him. He's got tendonitis. There's not going to be anything to do except at the end of the year, take a couple months off and rest it and get it stronger. So they basically told him that, even if it takes 3 or 4 days, that's sort of the way it's going to be. So there's not going to be any magic potion other than us really trying to save him in practice. We have a day between games, and then we come back. We play Sunday afternoon in a back-to-back Chicago. So we'll monitor all those things. But obviously I need him healthy because he's our best defender.
Coach Drew described his team as?
Excuse me?
Coach Drew described his team as fragile early. Do you think with the 15-2 run to begin the fourth quarter and just the fact of just having tired legs?
I think combination. Once we made a push at them, when a team has been struggling, there is a little self-doubt. That team won 54 games last year, I think. But the little self-doubt creeps in, and it seemed like we had the energy. Our crowd got into it, and our guys had some juice. I mean, Thad and Lou were really playing at that stretch. So those guys carried us during that period of time, and our defense was really, really good. We were active. We were getting out, and that was really critical. But LD was my assistant, and I know what it's like all of a sudden when you have a team there's great expectations, and they got blown out last night. I mean, last time they saw us, we did what the Bulls did to them last night, and they were ready. They were ready tonight, but I think we wore them down, and I just think at the end we did a great job executing.
What about Williams and Young coming off the bench, scoring all those points, over 30 points between all your bench?
We had 59 points off the bench the other night. I mean, those guys aren't bench players; they're starters. I mean, and Lou Williams. You think Lou Williams doesn't want to beat out Jamal Crawford for Sixth Man of the Year? He and Thad. I mean, both those guys. Those guys got pride. So that's what I love about our guys.
Defense looked really
great. Second half, we were great. We were a step behind in the first half, and that's why I went to my bench. I trust my bench. They came up with great energy, and then EB came in, helped finish up the game. Dre helped finish up the game, and I thought Lou tonight was deserving of being out there at the end because I thought he was really playing confident basketball. So I had a great option, either Lou or Drew, and I chose to go with Lou tonight because he was playing great.
This is not the first time it's happened, but it seemed like Thad in particular kind of moved up the energy level. It seemed like he was playing at a higher speed.
I thought Thad went through about a 2 or 3 game period where I was worried that he was a little tired. And actually, Michael Curry and the coaches took the guys over, and I don't know if it was in Sacramento or where, and just let him play up and down basketball, and he wanted Thad to handle the ball and get as many shots as he could up during the scrimmage. So our guys went over and scrimmaged, and Michael came back and he said, Thad had a great day today. He was in a great rhythm. And then he finished that trip very strongly. And he gives us a quickness and a speed advantage. We came out of 3 or 4 or 5 timeouts, went to him, he scored every time. We executed plays so great, we call it our brush action, and Jody post-fed, and he went down and cracked that, and he curled, and Spencer gave him a great pass, and he scored a little jump hook in the lane, and as a coach, that makes you feel so good when guys can do that out of timeouts.
This is on an off day where they scored?
Yeah, they just went out and played. Just went out and I rested, and my coaches worked. That's why I have him with me.
What does it say to you? I mean, Jody takes 6 shots and he has 15.
Well, when he misses, right now he feels so good about himself. I tell you about Jody though, he's an unbelievable kid. He walked off the floor and I gave him a hug and he said, "Coach, I'm sorry I gave up that last 3." I said, "We're okay. We're all right." And that's how conscientious he is. And see that quickness on the floor at the end of the game, we were able to cover a lot of ground. So we could get on those pick and rolls, weren't allowed Crawford and those guys to come off and get good looks.
Did you think Brand had a real good game?
I think he was very active. 13 points, 11 rebounds, 5 on the offensive glass. I thought EB did a great job. Bob, I'm going to let you sleep in tomorrow, 1 o'clock practice tomorrow, okay? Yeah. Kate Boo, you're back, 1 o'clock tomorrow.